about that.
Mind you, being a policeman does funny things to your brain.
Let's have a look at that eye a moment.
Will you stop that? Let's go on with your statement.
I could type it myself if you like. I'm a qualified typist.
45 words in a minute!
Stay right where you are, or I'll have the handcuffs on you. You can't straight jacket or nothing.
I'm mad, and if you put handcuffs on me...
Article 122 of the Penal Code states, any public official applying non-clinical or non-psychiatric forms of restraint on a physically deformed person
will result into 5 or 15 years of imprisonment,
loss of pension and rank. Read up on the law, have we?
No, we didn't sign up. Studied it for 10 years.
Where did you study law?
In the nut house.
Very good for studying, you've no idea.
There was a partner clerk to the court gave me lessons. A genius he was. I know it all. The Roman law.
The Italian law. Ecclesiastical law.
the Justinian Code,
The Vatican.
the Lombards,
The Greek Orthodox. The lot. Try me for questions.
No, thank you. Can we get on?
It says nothing in your CV about you being a lawyer.
I'd never want to be a lawyer. Defense is none of my style. Too passive. I prefer sitting in judgment. Handing down sentences. Coming down like a ton of bricks. I'm one of yours, Inspector. You can call me Antonio if you like.
You just watch your step.
I've had enough of you taking the mickey.
All right.
Now, this might be interesting.
Have you ever passed yourself off as a judge?
No, unfortunately.
Chance never arose.
I love to, though. Best job in the world.
First of all, they hardly ever retire.
In fact, just at the point when your average working man between the age of 50 or 60 is already ready for the scrap heap because he's slowing down a bit and losing his reflexes, your judge is just coming into his prime. The worker on the line's done for after the age of 50. Can't keep up. Keeps having accidents.
Chuck him out.
And by the time your man is 45, he's got silicosis. Get rid of him.
Quick! Sack him!
For he sues for compensation.
For a judge, same goes for the bank clerk. The more ancient he gets, he starts forgetting his sums, starts forgetting the names of the bank clients, can't tell a discount rate from a mortgage rate.
Off home.
You!
Move along,
Go
son.
past it.
For a judge, it's quite the opposite. The more ancient and idiot. Pause.
Rewind.
He corrects himself. Play. Syncratic they are. The classier the promotion, the higher the job gets.
You see them up there? These old men like cardboard cutouts, silly wigs on their heads, or capes in their mind, with 2 pairs of glasses and cords round their necks, because otherwise they'd lose them. And these characters have the power to wreck a person's life or save it, as and how they want. They hand out life sentences like somebody saying,
Maybe it'll rain tomorrow.
50 years for you.
30 years for you.
Only 20 for you.
Because I like your face.
Because I like your face.
They make the law, and they can do what they like. And they're holy too. Don't forget in Italy, you can still be done for slander for saying nasty things about judges. In Italy and...
Saudi Arabia too.
And in Saudi Arabia. Ah, yes, the judge is the job for me. What a role. What wouldn't I give to be able to play a judge just once in my life? An appeal court judge would be lovely.
Your Honour.
This way, please.
silence in court.
Please be upstanding for the judge. Oh dear, have we lost our marbles?
Sir, I'll let you know if I find them.
The inspector twitches irritably as a result of the maniac's outburst. He tells him to sit down right there and shut up.
In a violently violent fit of rage, the inspector pushes the maniac into the seating area.
The maniac reacts hysterically and says, hands off or I'll bite.
Inspector Petozo was quite taken aback by this comment. He replied, "What do you mean, bite?"
The maniac, being a manic maniac, reacts with a torrent of threats of biting on the neck and the gluteus maximus.
A vein in the midsection of the right half of Inspector Petozo's brow acts as if it were about to explode at the pull of a single trigger. The trigger being the constable standing around doing nothing. He asks, "What are you doing, standing there like a prat? Sit him down!"
The constable appears to be scared.
But sir, he bites. Precisely. But I should warn you, I've got rabies!
I've got babies too! I'm still infected. That's all we bloody needed. Not only is he away with the mixer, he's got rabies too.
Sing
Right.
it,
Sing it, child.
Are we gonna take a stabbing or not? Come on, be a good chap. They'll let you go. Promise. 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 Ooh. Promise. Oh, no, don't throw me out, Inspector. I feel safe here with you. I feel protected somehow. Lots of dangers out there on the street. People are so horrible. Driving around, changing their cars, moving their horns, squeezing their brake. Going on straps. Then you go traps. And some carriages with the doors shutting in all of a sudden. Keep me here without inspector. I can help you get confessions out of your suspect. And substance. I know how to make nitroglycerin suppositories.
What? Huh? What?
Right, shut up!
Inspector, I didn't let me stay here with you. I'm gonna throw myself out the window. Just like this.
Smash!
Florian, the third, one shot but it'll do. And when I jump, I'm down there, splatter on the pavement, groaning my death agony. Because I show you what we need though. I'll groan, I'll scream, and I'll tell all the journalists that it was you!
Accidental death of an anarchist.
Guys, that was really bad.
What was it?
What did your conference come on, right?
Squad!
I'm here.
See where we went wrong this time. Stephen Berkoff's idea of total theatre was inspired by previous dramatic styles. He combined the ideas of the cook, Greek, Brecht, and Artaud's dramatic styles in order to create total theatre. Berkoffian actors use techniques such as background movement and repetitive actions and mime in order to explore further the ways in which Berkoff approaches exchanges between two characters. Berkov said it was important to see how I could bring mime together with spoken word as its opposite partner, creating the form and structure of a piece. He also said, like smoking, naturalism can damage your health. We shall now explain how we didn't damage your health in any way whilst portraying total theatre through our performance.
The very first records of drama come from Athens, Greece, and can be dated from the 6th century BC. It is also a popular belief that the theatre first began in religious rituals. A key part of Greek theatre was the chorus. This was a group of men who dressed alike and were usually masked. They helped build the rhythm of the play, and they were frequently dancing and chanting. But sometimes they engaged in dialogue. They were also used as an ideal audience reacting to what was on stage.
I didn't know that, guys. Did you? I didn't.
Masks were important to this theatre as their purpose was to show different characters, as you often had one or two actors playing the same role. We have shown examples of Greek theatre in our performance by using unison of all the casts and masks to inform the audience of our roles.
Right, box off! James the Cock was a very big sportsman in his time and also a physical educational teacher for several years. However, Lecoq also had an interest in acting and physical theatre. He lived in Italy for 8 years and studied and performed commedia dell'arte. Then he also influenced by a lot of Artaud, a director and the person who invented theatre of cruelty. Anyway, back to Lecoq. He was also fascinated in the movement of the body and how many physical tensions it could reach. So he invented something called the 7 levels of tension. This was a way to characterize certain movements and how to describe somebody's thoughts and states. For example, exhausted, relaxed, neutral, alert, suspense, passionate, and tragic. Within our performance, we have used 7 levels of tension within the maniac's big monologue speech. For example, the workers' freeze.
Theatre of Cruelty. Theatre of Cruelty was developed by the practitioner Antonin Artaud. His techniques are still influential today despite his mental illness, despite his drug addiction. Contrary to arguments, he said his theatre was not sadistic, just cruel, just honest. His view of the world was very pessimistic. He saw it as sick, mad, desperate,
Full of life.
Meaningless.
His techniques, barely any text. He replaced words with movements and sounds. He used visual poetry, gestures and dance to communicate human mysteries. He wanted to create a dream world with costumes, objects, and masks. He wanted to involve the audience. He wanted to be everywhere. Most crucially, he wanted to assault the senses through use of light, music, and sound. What were his aims? He wanted to unleash unconscious responses that were usually inaccessible. He wanted to shock the senses. He wanted to heighten emotions. He wanted you to release your worst nightmares. To realize deepest fears. Finally, he wanted to release the animalistic instincts buried in us all.
Now we're going to be a bit more normal. Another theatre which influenced Berkov and dull theatre was epic theatre. And guess who was made by? Brett. He was a practitioner of epic theatre and focused on making the audience think.
What is the value of X?
Is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything really 42?
Is a zebra white with black stripes or black with white stripes?
Are we human or are we dancing?
Is the sea blue or green?
He wanted to alienate the audience, calling the process the Verfremdungseffect. He didn't want the audience to focus on the characters, but the message shown by the performance. This was also done by breaking the fourth wall,
Here's your fourth.
Why, thank you.
helping to keep the audience thinking throughout the performance and not switch off.
No.
Another technique which Brett used was multi-rolling.
Oh my gosh, I'm Rebekah.
I'm Olivia.
I'm Izzy.
Which we used when we acted as the inspector
Yes.
and as the maniac.
Thank you. Burkoff's real name was actually Leslie Stephen Burkoff. They took off the off to make it Burks, and then they went to Britain, where he is now. Yes. And so then he studied at 4 schools and won the Lifetime Achievement, and actually starred in film.
Oh my god!
Yes, I know. Like the dragon with the tattoo. Octopussy and James Bond. The Tourist. And the Beverly Hills Cop.
Arrest. Is that all you have to say, Miss Amy?
That's lovely. Woo!